passou por aqui, me chamou, descemos juntos para a cidade e ele me disse, olha, eu quero fazer uma capital diferente, quero uma coisa bonita, que mostre a importância do país.
Brasilia Life After Design is a documentary about Brasilia, the capital of Brazil, a utopian capital that was created in 1960. The designers intended for it to micromanage the different areas of daily life. So work, home, leisure, all in different sectors of the city. So it's a very interesting city, it's a very lonely city, and the film's about how people try and make connections even though it's a divided city.
Brasília é, a princípio, lugar que parece de outro planeta. Quando alguém que nunca viu Brasília chega, acha Brasília realmente muito diferente.
Yeah, I went down to Brasilia in 2004 at another film festival, and it was my first time in Brazil. So the typical thoughts one has of Brazil, football, the Amazon, the beach, none of that was really there. So it's basically like if you took East Berlin and you plopped it in the middle of the desert. So I started to get fascinated about what might it be like to live there for a while. So I spent about 5 years living there off and on, meeting people, and really trying to find a way as a visitor to responsibly talk about, okay, how might this be to live here? So Brasilia is a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, so that means that it can't substantially change without going through a whole bureaucratic system. And you get funding from that and all sorts of things. I mean, there are areas in Scotland that also are UNESCO heritage sites. So basically the city was intended for 500,000 people, but now over 2.5 million live in the general area. So you can see that people change, and this particular plan doesn't. So how do you resolve that conflict?
Não tem segredo não. Importante é a vida. Eu sempre disse que a vida é muito mais importante que a arquitetura.
I think what I got was the willpower of the people to really start making real connections in a city that is very, very difficult to have connections in, because distance, sectorization, everything that's preventing people from naturally meeting each other, people still meet. People still find ways to overcome that. Well, it's really great to be here. My granny was from the Orkneys, my great-granny was from the Orkneys, and working with Aconite Productions here, who are based in Glasgow, it's very important for us to have a good venue here, and it's a great festival, a lot of good energy. Everybody talks about it. As a filmmaker, for film festivals are really they're the moment you get to see and feel the feedback from the audience. We work alone so much, especially in documentary, in such tiny crews and tiny rooms, and to be able to share it with people is really great.